responsibilities, that human resource for education should still be managed at the top. But how has it been? We've had promises of 100,000 teachers being employed. So far, 76,000 we are told have been employed. I don't know if there's still enough. The promise of more did not materialize. We understand intern teachers, now they've just had an extension of their contracts for 1 year. And how do you think the management of the human resource in education has been? And does this contribute to the kind of challenges we have?
Thank you, Fred. The human resource aspect within the public schools, you talk to most teachers nowadays, very many of them are demotivated, and this came as a result of also the leadership of the former CEO, that is Nancy Macharia. There are quite a number of policies that were passed that were against the teachers. It was not supporting them. Start with the issue of delocalization, where teachers were just being transferred left, right, center without considering their families, health condition and all that. The president then, Uhuru Kenyatta, had to intervene. There are quite a number of these policies that the teachers themselves did not like, and not during that particular time of Wilson Sossion. They were in court day in, day out, trying to fight some of those repressive policies. And then the issue of remuneration. Yes, in Kenya, considerably over a period of time, the salary of teachers has been increasing. But if you ask most of them right now, they are still demotivated, because the moment you're employed as a teacher, then you go to the nearest bank, you take a loan of 2 million or 3 million. Then from there, after deductions, you find you have nothing in your pocket. So to that extent, the teachers are not remunerated very well. We have these JSS teachers who are employed. There are those who have not been confirmed. And most of them are demotivated. They go to class. They do not have the psych to teach. And you find that some of them were given, especially in junior school, some of them were given subjects that they did not study for at the university level. You find a teacher like me, I teach Kiswahili and history. I'm given chemistry to teach or mathematics to teach. I cannot be at my best. So to that particular extent then, the teachers are demotivated because they have not also been confirmed by the government, which has promised them to confirm them next year. So this particular perspective of employing teachers as interns for 2 years is a demotivation to these particular teachers, because with internship it means you can also not you cannot do quite a number of things. And then the attitude of various sections within government, be it the Kenya National Examinations Council. Yesterday, there was a report from various marking centers that the teachers have not been paid what is known as the out-of-pocket. Yes. It's like about 3,000 shillings or 4,000 shillings. The council had not paid them. The teachers had to come to the media, to speak to the media, for the Kenya National Examinations Council to react to that. You look at even the payment rates for these particular papers. I remember when I was marking History Paper 1, we were being paid 50 shillings per paper. I contrast that, for example, with the IGCSE or the IBDP, where they pay 1,000 shillings per paper, and you're marking from your home. So you can see that the welfare of the teachers is not taken care of. Previously, teachers used to mark exams in some well-conditioned hotels. Yeah. But today, the teachers are marking exams from the dormitories of learners. And some of these dormitories are not of the best condition. Mm-hmm. So if teachers are going to be treated like this, they are within the bus stations right now. They do not have fare going home. Last year, I remember some of them, some of my friends went marking had to call me, tafadhali nisaidie na fare, kwa sababu NECA haija tulipa. Once the public sees that this is how the teachers are suffering, then in a way we are also demeaning the teaching profession.
There are those who argue that that kind of situation, the way teachers are treated, and the numbers that are already there, trained but without a job, means that the pool of resources, especially for private schools, is too big. That now even private schools are also taking advantage of these teachers because they are available and they have no jobs. Do you agree that even the private schools are not offering us a solution to the teachers as well?
Yes, as you just have said, the pool for trained teachers is so big, and the numbers cannot be consumed entirely by the private schools. And some private schools are really exploiting those teachers. You'll find that in some schools, especially in the villages, a teacher is paid maybe 10,000 shillings or even 5,000 shillings. And maybe even that 5,000 shillings is not even paid.
In a private school?
Yes. You find that a teacher tells you, we haven't been paid for the last 3 months. And when schools closes, for example, like now, by end of October, the schools stop paying those teachers. And in November, December, there's no pay.
Oh, when the schools are out, there's no pay?
Yes, when schools are closed, there's no pay. When schools open is when now you might be paid in some schools. But of course, in some established private schools where the proprietors understand the need for, remunerating well their teachers, they do pay the teachers, and they pay them from January to December, the whole year. And even some of them do pay their teachers bonuses. And you find that those teachers are well motivated, and they really long to go back to school and teach. And remuneration is something very important that all stakeholders, the Ministry of Education together with the private sector, should look into it to ensure that every teacher is remunerated, contributing to the work that they are doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fred, you look at a country like Botswana, what they do with private schools is that the private schools are required to send money to the national government. That is an equivalent of the Teacher Service Commission in Botswana. Then now the Teacher Service Commission will pay the teachers in the private sector and the public sector. That way then you eradicate the discrepancies that are noticed within the private sector, because now they are paid uniformly.
Yeah. Now, these are ideas
And
that
Fred,
are available, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Bridget.
Thank you. I want to say something about the remuneration in the public sector and the private sector. You realize that there are some teachers in the public sector who have even resigned from the TSC to come and work in the private sector because it is paying well, it is paying on time, and they are able to take even some facility loans in some bank and do some investment for themselves, because what the public sector is paying is very little.
Okay.
So there is so much that the government has to do in terms of, raising the pay for the teachers, because the teachers are doing a great job.
Yes, what Bridget is saying is for big schools like Kitengela International and maybe Lighthouse Academy and others, Riara Group. But the rest of these private schools that